Hey YouTube, what's going on with y'all, man? Now, I watched that Spanian video, and in the video they were saying that the Aboriginals and the Tongans was going to war with each other, man. Let's see what's going on with this, bro.
Good evening. There's an uneasy calm on the streets of Logan after a third day of fierce interracial clashes. Police were forced to place themselves between feuding Aborigines and Pacific Islanders who'd armed themselves with whatever they could. Jessica Ross is in Logan tonight. And Jess, what is the situation there now?
Well, Georgie, while it was calm this morning, we have just received some pictures from this afternoon where there has been more trouble brewing. One man has been arrested. Another 5 men were questioned by police. Police maintaining that strong presence there at Douglas Street, which really has become a battleground over the past few days. The two warring groups have been sniping at each other, but we haven't seen anything like we saw last night, where the situation really went from bad to worse. A feud between two families tearing a community apart.
Those the Aboriginals. They got a whole bunch of them.
In this turf war.
Real quick, before we get back to this video, I want to let y'all know something real quick. First thing first, hope y'all having the best day of your life, and I really mean that, man. But I want to let y'all know, I got 2 new YouTube channels. One is Twano Vlogs. It's called Twano Vlogs. I'm over there vlogging, you know, real life content, stuff like that, dates and whatnot, man. Make sure y'all check that channel out. Also, I'm in this semi truck right now, so I'll have another channel. It's called Overtime Twano, where I'm going through the trials and tribulations and the journey of trucking, man. Make sure y'all check that out as well. Link to that will be in the description. I'm gone, let's get it.
They've been arming themselves with whatever they can find.
They probably throwing bricks.
Police caught in the middle, some unarmed, including Logan's top cop. At times they were outnumbered and nearly outmatched.
Yeah, I could tell. It's barely any police out here.
The Indigenous communities still mourning the loss of local teen Jackson Doolan, who was hit by a train last month, despite repeated assurances by police that his death was an accident. Pacific Islanders are being blamed. Jackson's mother taking part in last night's clashes, her anguish clear.
That's what started it.
Police managed to defuse the situation without drawing any weapons and with no arrests.
Quite admirable under the circumstances. I said,
hey, shout out to the police for that. They didn't arrest anybody. That's what's up, man. You can peacefully protest over here and get spray painted in the face, man.
The last thing we want is for those 2 groups to get together, and it would have escalated from there.
They formed a blockade.
All right, if you have any dramas here, get straight on the radio.
It remained in place this morning. While community leaders are calling for calm, neither group is accepting blame.
We're not the ones that are doing anything. We're only there to protect the home and the kids and the people that are in it. The boys are only responding every time they keep taunting the boys.
The safety of our families is number 1. So at the moment, no.
You see more of this happening because it won't stop.
The community as a whole hopes he's wrong. Georgie, certainly no one wants to see a repeat of what we've seen over the past few days.
Not at all. We are heading into a 4th night of tension in Logan. Jess, what is in place to keep the peace tonight?
Well, police are maintaining their strong presence, and they will remain there until they are absolutely confident that the situation is under control. But, of course, today we've seen the political fallout from all of this. The state government has been criticised over police numbers. There's been talk of...
And it looked like they was meeting up at that specific spot because that's where the home of the guy that passed away from getting hit by a train lived. And they said they was trying to protect the home. Protect the home from who? Are the Tongans, or are the Tongans trying to go and harm this family? What are you protecting the home from? This is wild right here. I wonder why they blaming the Tongans. We got to hear this story from somebody that was here or one of the relatives or something. Like, it has to be more to it. That's crazy.
The summit to try and bring the community leaders together to work on a solution. And today we also heard from the residents who haven't been involved in these clashes but still deeply affected. Wayne and Sally Archer weren't home when their front yard became an armoury.
Oh, they was getting the tools they needed,
the weapons.
A little bit horrified because I looked on the news and that's my house.
Just a little bit annoyed, that's all.
Their neighbours are furious over the ongoing trouble in their street. Jackie Adams now protects her home with a pick.
And I'll use it
Nobody is about to. She look like Michael Jackson off of Thriller a little bit. If you just make him white and give him a white wig, she look like MJ, bruh. Hey, but nobody is about to. Nobody was planning on going into y'all home. Y'all don't need an axe to protect yourself. Y'all will be perfectly fine. I promise you. Nobody was about to come in there.
If they jump my fence, I am ashamed to be part of my race.
You can't walk out your back door
What is
unless you
she
get
talking
stabbed
about?
or robbed.
They want to move out, but the Premier has troublemakers in his...
Bro, it's only 3 days. They being super dramatic. She talking about she's ashamed to be a part of her race. What race is she? Is she not Caucasian? No way she Aboriginal or Polynesian. What is she? And... Bro, they acting like they trying to ambush them. This is a perfect case of doing too much right here, man.
Sites. He says the state government
They don't even
will
got
consider
guns.
relocating some of
So
those
they wouldn't
involved.
accidentally
There will
hurt
be a
you.
response that actually deals with the underlying causes as well as the inappropriate
Oh my gosh,
behaviour
let
we're
it
seeing.
go.
Specialist
That
officers
hairline.
from Brisbane had to be sent in to bolster numbers. More police have been promised for the region, but they haven't even started training.
The extra 100 officers have to go.
So all the Aboriginals just came and met up and they waiting on the Tongans right now. I wonder why did they meet up at the same time of day? Like, how was this coordinated?
But they haven't even started training.
The extra 100 officers have to go through the academy process. We identified that previously.
Police
Bro, you
have
gotta
also
lose some
defended
weight
the
for you
lack
to
of
be a police
arrests,
officer,
saying
man.
it would have only
Straight
inflamed
up.
the situation.
Arrest for police is always a last
That guy got a
option.
double chin coming out
Meanwhile,
his
the
collar,
mayor is
bro. How you got
organising a
turkey
summit
neck coming
to
out the
prevent the
collar?
city's reputation from sliding further.
This is a shameful look, and it's brought our city into disrepute.
More violent scenes
There
won't
go the
help.
Polynesians right there. They showed up in a group.
And Georgie, what also isn't helping is the inflammatory comments that have been made on social media. One of those from an MP, federal MP Andrew Laming, who represents the electorate of Bowman.
Look at the police gassing it up, man. They gassing, adding extra fuel to the fire. Mobs tearing up Logan. Did any of them do a day's work today, or was it business as usual and welfare?
He's also covers the portfolio of Indigenous health, but he came out last night
Who
on
is
Twitter
that,
and
bro? Who
said
cares what he
that
has to
mobs
say?
tearing up Logan, did any of them do a day's work today, or was it business as usual? And
Bro, was it business as usual when y'all came and took over the land? Was that business as usual? It must have been business as usual, huh? That's the real warfare right there. F for welfare, that's real warfare. The mind games, was that business as usual? Shut up, bro.
Fair on tap. He clearly had some
What would you do?
reservations, some second thoughts over those comments today, and printed what we describe as a clarification on Twitter. He said, to clarify, working together to resolve these riots is the priority. Training and a chance for jobs are
Man,
key.
F
But
Andrew
needless to
Laming,
say,
bro.
those
F
comments
that
have
guy.
prompted a backlash from the community. And here's a bit of a reaction to what the minister said, the MP said. Key, but needless to say, those comments have prompted a backlash from the community. And
How dare he try to play victim? Oh, I didn't mean to say it this way. You know exactly what you said, and then you got the tough Twitter fingers, man. Like, what gets you mad to the point that you gotta, I gotta let my frustration out on this text right here. I gotta let me know. That should be crazy.
here's a bit of a reaction to what the minister said, the MP said.
There's a lot of disgust. There's a lot of disgust. There's a lot of things you can't say on camera about this fella.
We should all be very cautious until we know the full facts of what's occurred.
And you have Mr. Laming, a Parliamentary Secretary for Indigenous Health, seeking to inflame it. It is disgraceful.
Yeah, it's very, I'm glad he said that. It's very disgraceful, distasteful, all of the D's, man. He need to get a D in his E. Yeah.
Now, we made some attempts to contact Mr. Laming today, both by email and phone, but he provided no response to us. Clearly,
He's a
Georgie,
chump.
he's happy to
Coward.
let his tweets do the talking.
Right.
I think so.
Scary
Thank you,
man.
Jess. We'll keep across.
He's scared to show his mannerisms as he's saying that. He likes to hide behind that digital device. Nothing new. We out of here though, man. So the Tongans pretty much, or they keep saying the Tongans, but then on here they said the Islanders. Let's say the Islanders, I guess it put them as a whole. They could have been Samoan, Tongan, all of the above, Fiji. We never know. But they was out here warring, man, because some guy died because he got hit by the train tracks. And then they said that the Tongans is responsible for that. I understand why that would start a feud right there, man. That kind of remind me of back in New York, man.
what's that guy named Junior? Like, y'all remember that story about Junior? He was like 15 years old. A girl lied on him about having sex with her because a video went viral of her being a thought, and her brothers got mad and then killed Junior because Junior looked like her boyfriend. She was trying to protect the actual boyfriend, and we all found out later. And that just reminded me of Junior because Junior looked like he was around that same guy's age and they was young and whatnot. Hey, that's crazy though, bro. Y'all be safe out here, man. We gone. Let's get it, dog.